Do you actually show your cat love every single day in a way your cat understands? Most people are convinced they do. You feed them, pet them, play with them. That should be enough, right? But here's what most owners never realize. Cats don't interpret affection the way humans do. So while you think you're building a stronger bond, you might actually be sending mixed signals. And the scary part is, this doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, through small, everyday moments that seem completely harmless. The way you greet them, the way you touch them, even the way you look at them. All of it shapes how your cat feels about you. But here's the good news. You don't need hours of training or complicated techniques. Just a few small changes done consistently can completely transform your relationship. These are simple habits. Each one takes less than a minute, but together they change how your cat sees you, from just the human who lives here to someone they truly trust and feel connected to. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood things. Pay attention to how you talk to your cat. Without realizing it, your voice probably becomes softer, higher, more emotional. A lot of people feel a bit embarrassed by this. It sounds unnatural, almost childish. But here's the interesting part. This is exactly the tone your cat responds to. Cats are highly sensitive to vocal emotion, but not in the way we expect. A neutral, flat voice doesn't carry meaning for them. It blends into background noise. But when your tone becomes warm and expressive, your cat starts paying attention. They turn their head, their ears shift, sometimes they even walk toward you. Because now your voice isn't just sound, it carries intention. To your cat, that tone signals safety, familiarity, and calm. So instead of feeling awkward about it, lean into it. Talk to your cat when you pass by, when you feed them, even when they're just sitting across the room watching you. The words don't matter. The feeling does. Have you ever noticed your cat looking at you and slowly closing their eyes? Most people assume it means they're sleepy, but it's actually something much more meaningful. That slow, deliberate blink is one of the clearest signs of trust in cat behavior. It's your cat's way of saying, "I feel safe enough to let my guard down." Now here's where it gets interesting. You can respond in the same way. When you soften your gaze and slowly blink back, your cat reads that as reassurance. But without realizing it, many people do the opposite. They hold steady eye contact without blinking. In human terms, that's normal. In cat language, that can feel intense, even threatening. So a simple shift makes a huge difference. Whenever your cat looks at you, relax your eyes and blink slowly. It takes just a second, but over time, it changes how your cat perceives your presence. If your cat watches a toy and doesn't react, it's easy to assume they're lazy, but that's rarely the case. The real problem is usually how the toy is being used. Cats aren't just playing, they're simulating a hunt. Their brain expects a sequence: observe, stalk, chase, catch. When a toy moves in a predictable, repetitive way, that sequence breaks. There's nothing to figure out, no challenge, so the cat disengages. To fix this, you need to change how the toy behaves. Instead of moving it towards your cat, move it away. Let it disappear behind objects. Pause, then move again suddenly. Make it feel alive. When your cat lowers their body, focuses intensely, and prepares to spring, that's when you know you've activated instinct. And here's something most people overlook. A cat that gets to fully express this hunting sequence daily is not just more active, they become calmer, more balanced, and more connected to the person providing that experience. Because you're no longer just entertaining them, You're fulfilling something deeply wired into who they are. Most people think bonding requires action, petting, playing, calling their name. But for cats, there's something even more powerful: presence without pressure. In the wild, cats only relax near those they trust. They don't constantly interact. They simply exist, radum drugs drugum. So when you sit in the same room as your cat without reaching for them, without calling them, without trying to initiate anything, you're communicating something important. I'm safe to be around. At first, your cat might keep distance, but if you repeat this consistently, you'll notice a shift. They start coming closer, choosing your space. And the key word here is choosing, because when a cat chooses you, that's real trust. Think about how you usually touch your cat. Do you reach out immediately? If so, you might be skipping an important step. Cats rely heavily on scent to process interaction. Before contact, they need a moment to recognize and confirm. So instead of going straight into petting, pause for a second. Offer your hand and let them approach. Let them sniff. If they lean forward or rub against you, that's your signal. That's consent in cat language. This tiny adjustment changes the entire interaction. Instead of being someone who imposes contact, you become someone who respects boundaries. And that distinction matters a lot to cats. Cats sleep a lot, but that sleep is not casual. It's essential for their recovery, their stress regulation, their overall balance. And deep sleep is when they are most vulnerable. So when you suddenly pick them up because they look cute, it can startle them more than it seems. Even if they don't react strongly in the moment, they register the interruption. And over time, this changes their behavior. They begin choosing places where they feel less exposed, higher surfaces, hidden spots. Not because they don't like you, but because they're protecting their rest. So one of the simplest ways to build trust is this: if your cat is sleeping, let them sleep. That respect reinforces safety. There's a specific area on your cat's body that carries special meaning. When cats bond with each other, they often groom around the head, especially near and behind the ears. It's a place they can't easily reach themselves, which makes it something only trusted companions do. You can replicate this behavior. Use slow, gentle strokes in that area. No pressure, no rough movement, just calm repetition. You'll notice subtle changes. Their body relaxes, their eyes soften, their breathing slows. That's not just physical comfort. That's your cat associating you with a deeper sense of safety and connection. Small actions, simple habits, but when you repeat them every day, they reshape your relationship completely. Because to your cat, love isn't something you say, it's something you consistently show in ways they actually understand.